Hey, hi, hello, how are ya? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Mark. How's it going on? I'm back up here. We're gonna get it done. I don't know how long it's gonna take. I can't put it off any longer. Things just keep getting in the way and it's just not getting done, is it? So I promise, today it's getting done. Sound good? I'm actually gonna get it finished today. And it's the only time that I've actually put something up to actually help me get up here when I'm not gonna need it anymore. Which, to be perfectly honest, is like pretty typical. I think it should be easy. Did I have these in the test world? You see, I say it should be easy. And then I'm looking at it and it just doesn't look familiar. So what do? I do that. I need to get some, I might as well just use these because I'll be breaking them anyway. Do that, do that. This looks way different than what I did in the test world. Like, the outcome is the same. Like, that's fine. That's the way it should be. But 2, 3, 1, 1. No, actually, no. I think that's familiar. I don't know. I'll get the lower bit of the pink done and then we'll just double check, yeah? So that bit's in. I had a little bit of trouble up here. I really just couldn't remember what it's meant to look like. I think this is it, but I think because this is slightly different, it's kind of causing some problems. Also, up here can definitely go in. What's the easiest way to do this? Do that. Do that. And there. Now, what shouldn't be where? Right, you. Was that it? No, these two aren't meant. Yeah. Right. This is just wrong, I think. I'm really having trouble remembering. But that is one bit in. The bit down the bottom here works. Oh, I made it. Class. This bit here is fine. I think it's still not, I don't know. It is a very weird shape. I am very aware of that. So I know it's going to look very strange. Like, it kind of sticks out. But then the middle bit obviously goes in. And it kind of sticks out again. I think it'll be fine once it's, you know, actually all in. Because it'll all look like that. So it won't be that weird, I think, and kinda hope. I won't deny it is a very, very strange shape. There's no saving it, there's no denying it. It is kind of weird, but I'm still gonna roll with it. It's gonna look fine, trust me. Let me put another little bit in, and we'll get a good proper look at it. Probably should have started pink. Like I said before, I probably should have started with red and blue. Oh, why are you gonna destroy that then? I should have started here, and then we could have seen it from over here. So that'll be what I do next. I don't know if I'll put both of them in, or I'll just put in maybe the blue or the red. Yeah, and then we can see it from over there, and partly from. Okay, right, we'll see in a second. Right, so now that 3/4 of it are in, I just haven't done the purple, as you can see. And I think it looks really good, you know. It's actually coming together quite nicely. It looks the way I want it to. And like I said, now that most of the colors are in, smashed it. I think that really fits, you know. It still is kind of strange just because for so long we haven't had anything up there, so I'm used to just seeing the temple the way the temple was. I have had some form of an epiphany though. So the only way to actually get up to this room will be to get up to the roof here. And as of now, obviously there isn't actually a way to get up here without flying. And that was kind of what I was talking about in the last episode, that would be kind of cool to have a way up here without flying. And obviously we're gonna have this big gap in here. So I'm thinking there's a couple ideas that obviously I've mentioned that I think if we tied together could be the answer. So I want a way to get up here that would probably involve this circle here. Because it's a massive hole, we might as well use it. Hey ho. And I want something on this structure. So if we had, say, we had these going up here, so you hop up here, and then maybe from here, there's diagonal ways going up. I don't know how that would look. That might look very clustered and kind of messy, considering that there would be 4 of them. So it might not all fit in neatly. It might not be nice, and it might not be really smooth. But we do also just have the option of using stairs. So we wouldn't have to maybe put in diagonals or struts or something. I don't really know how it would work. Although then the problem occurs if we do come up and when we're in here, when all this here is glassed over, we have no way to get out. Now, I was thinking the easiest way would probably to remove these blocks here on all of them, and then maybe, I don't know, build... would change the way that this looks, so it still looks all supported and all connected, but still have the glass. It would make sense. That might be the way I go, but it would be definitely depending on how the inside there looks. I don't know why that was such a struggle to say. That took me like 3 or 4 takes, and it still doesn't make sense. I've rambled on so much, and all I'm trying to say is, I want something in here that goes from that floor up to here, and then because we'll be trapped in here, we just change the way that these struts look, and then we can get in and out without having to fly up, and I don't have to burn through my firework supply, which also is another shout. I do need to make a mob farm at some point. I think I will be doing that in the coming episodes, depending on how long this takes. It could be the tail end of this episode, or maybe how we start next episode, because I do have a simple design in my head that I want. You also might have noticed that I just jumped in over here. This is absolutely nothing to do with the final design, but because I'm about to put the purple on here, we will just be trapped in here, so Also, I've just literally removed 2 stair blocks here. It's just because I know for a fact if I was watching the episode and all of a sudden I'm just randomly wandering in, it would annoy me. So I thought I'd tell you. This little area in here is really cool, actually, you know. Something with just having the roof, having all the sandstone, and then just having like the colors on the floor and the walls. It's really quite satisfying. Thank you. As far as I can tell, I've done it right everywhere. There is the very high possibility that I've missed a block somewhere, or somehow I'm not following the pattern somewhere, just because of who I am as a person. That's a very real possibility. But that should be it done. Now we just need to actually work out what we're doing with the rest of it. I think it looks really good, you know. So obviously up here, from what I can tell, we did the floor right. I need to get actually some glass, because you fall down, you fall very far away, and that's kind of not what I'm about. So we have a decent bit of flooring in here. Is all that right? I'm just having a wee look around the walls and everything looks fine. Class, great, cool. So we have a fair amount of floor space, but I have no idea what I actually want in here. You can see out. Technically, everything, you know, everything's kind of tinted. That's no problem. I would love to have the smooth glass stuff on, so everywhere you look out is like just actually see-through. But not an option, so we don't worry about it. Next up, I think I need to try and work out what I do in here. I've been really trying to think. When I'm putting these in, I'm racking my brain, trying to think of anything that would actually look good in here. And it's proving really difficult, you know. Realistically, when you climb up here, you'd have like these 3 blocks, so it would have to be that block, or maybe like that block. And then if it goes diagonally up there, that one's gonna hit into it, I think. I don't actually know, because it's not really something that, it's very hard to picture. I might just do a test run, and we'll see where it gets us. Oh, that's gonna annoy me before we even begin that I've not even made them the right height. Oh, how have I done that then? Right, hold on. Right, so this is the kind of idea that I have. Obviously you can see there, we would have that going up, and that going up there, and there, so on and so forth. How has that... So at some point, these are going to hit each other, I think. I don't know when they're going to hit. And it might be way up, so it might not be an issue. But then if they do kind of hit each other, what we could do is then possibly like create some kind of design, like another circle or another ring or something. And then just try and make it... Oh, it's bamboo. We can then try and make it look good. Or if it's not a problem, we just see where they come out and then we try and make something. It is the exact same issue of I don't really like the way that it looks with just the pixel connecting. And the only issue we would have here is if I put the stairs there, like we have up there, or if we put the blocks like we have here, they would hit into each other and I wouldn't be able to climb up here. So it becomes more of an issue. I think it is still definitely the idea that I want and that I kind of am envisioning. What's it look like from over here? Yeah, once all 4 of them are in, I think... Get a little bit lower. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. I think that'll create kind of what I was talking about. Just a little bit of, so it's just not completely see-through. Yeah, that could definitely work. Alternatively, though, because these are steps up to this platform, is that the top? Yeah, that's the top there. Could have something... Nah, because then that would technically have like something here that's just like a staircase. Ooh. Would that work? If starting here, we just had a stair... Let me do that. Give me 1 second. That idea kind of very quickly came to a close, mainly because with the actual spacing, if we did it from there, obviously, then it would fit in flush with that. But it kind of only goes up to here. And, well, I can't jump that high, which is, you know, kind of a shame. That idea would have been kind of cool, mainly because we could have done something with, like, the archways underneath. That would have been fine. Alternatively, like, it could... like technically start here, but then by the time it reaches the top, it won't actually, you know, cover the middle here. Or we could do it from like out here, and if we started on like that block, say, we'd get to the top, we then have to bring that further out. And I don't know, that just kind of doesn't sit right. So for now, I think we're going with this idea. And I am now debating bringing it over 1, just because that way we could put the wings on it. But then if we put the wings on it, when it actually meets up here, will we still be able to do that? That's a very good question. Let me have a think. All right, I do have an update for you. However, I'm sure I just saw a baby fox. There he is. Hi. You just can't see it from here, can you? You know, it's a good thing that it kind of fits in, you know, like it doesn't take away from the build. Okay, so I'll tell you what I've done. I did in fact move it along one, and we've added the wings on, and up there I've kind of done the best I could. That's probably still subject to change, just because there's only so much you can do when like the same block shares the same wall. So my options would be either take that down, get rid of that. Yeah, right, so if I'm doing this on the fly, right? So we do that. We do that, we do that. So then all of them do this. Then we see where this all comes out. Then we do something with this. Even if it's just, we could do, what could we do? Just have like that, just for now. So if we had stairs here that bring you up to a middle platform that carries you up to the same as that, then it could flatten out. That idea makes perfect sense in my head, and it probably doesn't make any sense because even saying it out loud doesn't work. How much work is it to fill in all of these? Is it a quick thing that I can just do off camera, smash it out, and then come back and be like, right, this is what I meant? Yeah, it probably is, you know. Right, let me do that. I'm gonna put in all these forearms. No, it's not even that. It's what? Six. We're gonna put in 6 of them. We'll come back, then I'll continue explaining. Does that sound good? That surprisingly didn't actually take as long as I thought it would, you know. And it kind of looks a bit mad. There's still a lot of beige. There's still a lot of sandstone. I think it would help maybe somehow incorporating the colors into them. I'm not 100% sure how. Maybe alternate the blocks on these actual stairs here. But this is what I was talking about. So now that it all comes up to one solid platform, somehow find a way to... So what would if I did like that and then got rid of that. So then we have all these up here and we come up. Then, is this the right floor? No, it still needs to come up one more, right? So something like that. So this would come up one, then it's on the same floor as this. But then what? Very good question, me. Then what? We're back once again asking the question, have I made something that looks great, or is it the worst thing that I've ever built? So, let me run you down what we've now done. So you come up the temple, you can bounce up here. You know, if I could incorporate stairs or half slabs, I probably would, but then I think it just gets way too messy and hard to manage. Anyway, not the point. Well, actually, nah, we won't be able to do half slabs. Maybe we could, you know. Right, I might have to try and experiment with half slabs. Right, not the point. I'm getting off topic. Then you come up here, right? Bouncing is tedious. Half slabs would be better. Because yeah, if we had half slabs there, it'd be kind of class. Anyway, you come up here, you come out on top, and then you wander over here. Is there any... Nah, I was going to say, is there any point in having, like, this bit, like, the color glass? You come up here. No, you wouldn't be able to because you wouldn't be able to jump. But yeah, then you come out here, and so long as you don't fall in... Yeah, actually, no. I was about to say, then you just jump out here. And I was very clear... Like, I very clearly said that this just isn't part of the build, and I've already forgotten that. So then, if we redid these, you would just walk out here, and then you'd be straight outside. Alright, class. Yeah, that came together quite nicely. That works out really well. And we could find a way to maybe, like, I don't know, replace that with, like, the concrete or yada, yada, yada. Something like that. But, now the main question. What does it look like from afar? Because if it doesn't look cool, I don't want it. Really, from here, it doesn't take away from it. It doesn't look crazy. What has changed is now the top of the temple looks really dark because there's a roof on it. But flying in from here, yeah, see, that's exactly how I wanted to. It is a bit monotone. I think that's the right term. Yeah. So I think that would need to change. Don't really know how we'd do that, but I think it would need to. But I think that works. From down here, that looks kind of wild. That looks menacing. That looks really good. So I'm very happy with that. I'm going to try and mess around with half slabs, so I'll be back in a sec and we'll have a look to see what that looks like. The practicality of it, it's a banger. The actual look of it isn't great. It makes it look really chunky. I'm not 100% sure how to fix that. Maybe, I don't know. I've not really got a suggestion. I say maybe. The start of them isn't great, so I'm not too fussed. It doesn't really matter having a block there, but, you know, I don't love it. And then obviously this one just kind of floats. But then going up, it's like they're actual stairs. It's so much better. That looks really cool going down as well. So I've done it on both of them, and you just glide. It's so much better. From here, that doesn't look too bad. What does it look like from here? Of course I would fall. Ow. I don't think it's the worst thing. I just don't really... I'm definitely not sold on the idea. Although, if we... Because these are now kind of wings themselves, you know. What if... Can I... Yeah. So I can get rid of that. And get rid of that. I'm going to be so mad if I can just get rid of... So what does... So they still work as stairs, yeah? Let's just... Yes. Practically, still great. From here, does that look better? I honestly could be sold on the idea, you know? I'm running and I'm just jumping about because I've not got the fireworks for this, you know? Yeah, because that looks fine. I think without the stairs, you know, I think that works. And then we can just fly up them. Okay, cool. We have our idea. It's not exactly annoying. I just have to, like, swap the blocks. That's not, like, a thing. It's just not the end of the world. But if I'd known I was going to do it beforehand, it would have been kind of nice. Alright, good morning. We're back. That actually took much longer than I thought it would. Looking up, that still looks good to me. The fact that they actually are different colors, I don't actually mind it in this part of the build because they actually do have some kind of differentiation to them. I don't actually hate it. And looking up, it still looks fine. You can still go up it like an actual staircase. You get up to the top, it's class. And then from over here, it looks a lot tidier. It looks much cleaner. I really don't know what we can do about here though, because the top of this is just dark and it's just not great, you know? It's just not ideal. I do think that there will be stuff added to this. I want to do something with the colors. Let's have a look now. Red, sandstone, red, and that would be sandstone there. So that would fit the aesthetic there. That would be fine. Or we'd have red and blue there. That would be sand at the bottom. See, there's plenty we could do there, and it would add to the color, and that's fine. Don't actually know how long this has taken me, because it's taken me a few hours, but I don't know how much I've actually recorded. So we could either be on minute 5 or minute 25. So, you know, I wonder if I'm anywhere near close. We've actually got a lot done today, you know. This wasn't here at the start of the episode. None of this was. None of this had the glass in it. And it's now pretty much, it's getting pretty endgame. Next episode, there are a few things. We need to work out what this is doing here. So I'm thinking go from like there, take that out, add these blocks in there. Have it symmetrical on all the sides so it still looks proper. Work out what's going on in the room above us. And then find somewhere to start building a mob farm. Like I said, I do have a very easy idea that I want to copy. It was a YouTube video that I saw from someone in my comment section. And it's a very good idea. I'm thinking somewhere over there. Or maybe, I'm not really sure. It probably could go in that space there, you know. But then I don't want it to be too far around where we actually are now, because I don't want it to be always loaded. But yeah, considering I didn't know what we actually wanted, I think this is the play, you know. I'm definitely considering doing something here so it's kind of like stair-like. But like I said, because there isn't the colored concrete, it's not as easy to do as this. But yeah, I am really happy with what we've accomplished today. So if you have also enjoyed it, please feel free to leave a like. They help out the channel. And, you know, they make me feel warm and fuzzy on the inside. If you are new here, I'm getting very close. If you are new here, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. I'm putting out videos every 3 days, pretty much consistently. And if you ask me, that's not too much of me. I've said me a lot in this sentence. Not great, not the worst thing in the world. So having said that, and with that being said, stay out of trouble, don't do anything I wouldn't do, and I will see yous laters.